the history of VR. In VR, the idea has been stolen from tech rules. And like him, I can't draw. And like him, we have rules. Okay, yes. The USB... Okay. The USB is in. Yeah, I have all these images. But I'm gonna try and draw stuff. Okay, so. The VR started with a thing that people call the Sword of Damocles. And I've heard that the Sword of Damocles was actually just the arm. I'm trying to check my boundaries. Okay. Okay. Up is the only thing I should really worry about. I don't really need to worry about left and right. Okay, so the Sword of Damocles, it came down from the roof, and then it had like, it went around your face. Okay, that I need color. And then, there's like these lenses. Yeah, this was VR technology at the beginning. Like, you put your head in this. But, okay, I'm gonna try and slow down. I'm not gonna go too fast, so people can understand. And the reason I'm doing this on YouTube is so people can look back. And also, yeah. I was originally gonna do music, and then I decided not to. You know, just because I'm indecisive. Okay. So, we have this weird thing. Like, and you'd put your head in this, and this is how VR worked. And you can move around, and things would move around with your head. The problem with this, I wish this game, I guess you could call this a game, would use my other move controller, but, you know. Anyway, the thing with this is that it's not very portable, and if you sneeze, you're bumping into technology that's probably worth more than your life. And it's like, yeah. How are we going to fix this? This is, okay. Let me undo. Yeah. I actually have a bunch of pictures that I have on an SD card. Let me just get rid of this. Okay, that's the wrong button. Okay, so, yeah, sword.jpg. Look, this was the original technology. Bear in mind, this image is a... Don't look at it too close. It isn't very high resolution, but that's not important. Okay, let me... Okay. There we go. So, let's get rid of that. That doesn't want to get rid of it. Okay, there we go. And, yeah, the technology wasn't really there. And, wait, let me quickly get some... Let me get a file on, the USB drive to show you what I mean. Edge won't open, that is great. You know what? I'm gonna get the headset on my head while I, you know, I'll go back to this. Oh, that was a minute. Okay, Edge is loading. That's great. Okay. Okay. This is all we had for a while. And even then, people were trying to make better solutions. But the technology wasn't there. And that was the problem. Technology wasn't ready to put you into computers. And people were fine with that. Sure, they wanted to go into the computer, but people were fine that the technology wasn't really there yet. Okay, Edge is loaded. Let me. And people were trying. That they were. Okay, let me get this image on the card. Not the card. Okay, don't mind me, I'm just being dumb. Okay, I took the USB out a bit too early and the image couldn't even download. There we are! Okay. Yeah, the technology wasn't there. People were fine about that. But... Okay. Let me... Where is it? Is it all the way at the bottom? Okay, that's great. Okay, this... The Virtual Boy doesn't count. That was just a stupid gimmick. Let me draw the Virtual Boy. Virtual reality. Let me... Okay. Bunch of red. And then... Bunch of black. It's the weekend, so, It's the weekend. I could have used the weekend to, plan all this out, but... I don't like planning that. The Virtual Boy, which I have poorly drawn, didn't count. It was a gimmick. It was dumb. That's that. The technology didn't exist for a while. You want to know what did exist? Was the... Well, not yet. But it was mobile phones, Nokia brick type stuff at that time. But that technology was there. And as the touchscreens came about, and people started racing and racing and racing to get the best phone, the price of the phone technology went down. And VR, they decided to capitalize on that. And they decided to start using the technology in phones in VR headsets. And then someone decided, oh hey, I want to try this, and created the first version, the first affordable, reliable version of VR. The Oculus DevKit 1. And this is nothing like the Oculus we have now. The Oculus Development Kit 1, it could see you moving like this, but it couldn't see you moving like this. It could tell you were rotating your head, but it couldn't tell you were moving your head. And that was a problem, because if one bit worked fine, but another bit worked not at all, the realism's gone. Let me get a drawing of this. Okay, let me draw this. Okay, so we get this. Then we draw a bunch back here, and then okay, draw a bit more. I switched hands. Okay, then we have this and this. Okay, this is a bit big. This is bigger. You know, it actually might be the right size. Okay, what? Okay, yeah, this is actually the right size. This was basically the DevKit 1. And I presume the technology was housed in the front. Where else would it be? I'm dumb. And, yeah, that was what we were at for a time. And then came the, I have all these images. Where's the DevKit 2? Okay, there it is. Then came DevKit 2. And that had the tracking, but this is where something people called Y Apocalypse started to happen. And basically, it's basically what I have under my desk where my PC is. I have it under management a bit because I'm starting to get serious complaints and I'm starting to get told it's a fire hazard. But that was a bunch of wires. Yeah. We started to get NASA level of wires. And meanwhile, another company. Okay. There was a lot of tracking issues with this setup. So, okay, that isn't the right button. So basically, they tried to get rid of that with the actual Oculus Quest 1. I'm using pictures for the most of this. Okay. I'm getting something in my eye, and I think I got salt in my eye. Great. I wasn't eating chips and battered sausage. Yes, I am British. God bless the Queen. God save the Queen, was it? I don't know. I don't even know my own anthem. But I'm pretty sure I've memorized, line by line, London Bridge is falling down. I'm pretty sure that was like a thing in my primary. That was the first school. Well, the first actual school. That was a little young child school where you're very young. And then there was my primary school where I wasn't as young, but still. That was about the time I started getting really swotty and nerdy. Actually, wait, I think that's only happened in recent years. Anyway, we're getting off topic. I'll just... Okay, that's... No. I'm gonna draw an Oculus Quest. Not Quest. We're talking about the Quest later, but right now, we want the Rift. Planetary devastation. Okay. Okay, great. I'm going to have to shrink this down. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do a bunch of... Okay, how's this looking? Not good is the answer. We'll go with this. Okay, anyway. It's only a rough outline of what it was. Okay, this is... Just pretend this is the rift. And we got it on my head. But, how's it meant to track where I am? Let me just... I should have taught... Anyway, so... how they tracked was... Actually, I'm gonna start getting shapes. Okay, they had these things called lighthouses. Now, you only need one. Okay. Let me just... Okay, yeah. You only needed one, but people were having tracking issues with just the one. So, they proposed a solution, which was two. Now, this is used in the HTC Vive currently, but they wanted to upgrade their system. Yes, we're just... Yeah, we're glossing over the whole thing. They wanted to upgrade their system. That is when the Quest... Okay, that's the wrong button. That's when the Quest... Okay, Quest right there. Oh, God. Okay. That's great. This is when they developed the Oculus Quest. The non-computer headset, which Quest 2 is the only one available, and yeah, that's great. Okay, what are we looking at? Okay, so, I'm gonna build a replication. I'm hearing dogs barking outside and I'm hating it. Okay. Let me... Okay. Okay, let me... Okay. Okay. I'm actually going to use this as a reference image. Okay. Remember, I ain't good at drawing, so... Okay. Okay, and then... Okay, this was the headset. So, what they did was... Over here at the front, you can literally see in the image, there's cameras. There's cameras, like, all over the place. Well, mainly at the front. But these have little, like, infrared lights on that helps that track. But what happens if I don't have a Rift, or Rift S, for that matter? Why do you think I'm doing this in PSVR? What happens if you put your hand here, or here, or... There's blind spots, yes. So what they did was... They made an AI that accurately tracks where they are. I'm pretty sure there's like accelerometers in these or something, and that just it caused problems. It did. It's a good thing they weren't planning to use this ever again. Oh wait, they did. Along comes. Let me. Rift S. Along comes this. That is a very low quality image. I'm sorry for how low quality this is. The Rift S, the next generation PC VR setup. And you can see they're using the cameras again! Oh boy! They better have made some improvements to the AI. I don't know to Rift S to confirm if they did or did not. And I can't compare it. Go look it up. Because I can't tell you. That is very low quality. Just okay, so basically, yeah, that is what they had. They had cameras dotted all over, an AI to track these two boys. Okay, that's great. And, yeah. They had this. When I first wanted this, and I was first asking for it, earlier this year, it was still available, but now it's not. And that greatly upsets me, because I'm gonna have to buy even more wires. Something I could have just done. Okay. And then Sony wants to make their own with the loaded image is not a JPEG. Give me a minute. What I'm gonna do is just change the file format. I'm a professional. I do this professionally. This is my job. Well, don't do it professionally, but this is my job. And boy, am I disorganized. Image. We were going for the PSVR. What do you mean it is a JPEG? Oh wait, can I not just rename? Can I just... Okay. Let me delete it and go back on the interwebs and find a file that actually is a JPEG instead of renaming one. I'll go for this one. Alright, let me... I'm getting notifications. Great. Oh, I just remembered. I'm actually in a party. Why am I getting spam with notifications so suddenly? Well, it seems to have stopped. Oh. Okay. I should have... Okay. I'm just gonna ignore that. Anyway, I have a new file. It should work. Yep. Okay. We have the first actually console and currently the only console VR that is very low quality. Why am I making such low quality images? I should filter my searches. Anyway, I do this professionally. At least that's what I tell myself. This is what I have on my head right now. And, it uses previously developed technology by Sony themselves. The Move controllers. The Move controllers weren't actually made for VR. They were made as a copy to Wii controllers, I'm pretty sure back at the PS3 days. And, well, they never really took off, so Sony eventually just repurposed them as VR controllers. Oh, that's cool. Anyway, so it works, but if I turn around, you can see the Move controllers stop tracking, and this is a big problem for me because you know, okay, yeah, this is what I have in my hand right now. You can see. Anyway, these light up. That lights up, and the console tracks it with a camera. I should get a picture of the camera. Okay, that doesn't completely break everything. That's impressive. I turn my monitor off in case it creates tracking issues. But that hasn't happened while it was turned on. So I'm like 90% sure I'm unneedingly creating more stuff for me to do. Okay. Okay, we have another file. Okay. Another onslaught of notifications. Yep. Okay. That. Okay. Okay. Anyway, this is what it uses to track the lights that are. Okay. It looks for the lights because all the lights are different colors. I mean, and I have pink, and on the headset it's blue, and on my controller right now it's red. I'm pretty sure it's red for the other controller if it's being used, but this game doesn't use it, so I can't fact check that. I wonder what would happen if I just completely. You know what? I'm gonna. Okay, that does nothing. Okay, so this tracks the lights, but when the lights are out of view, it can't track. That's a problem. Let's look at what another company's doing with the Vive, the HTC Vive. Valve, the creators of Steam, partners up with, I'm pretty sure the company's name is HTC, to create the Vive headset and controllers. This is the best option for tracking, but if you want to not go bankrupt, this is way out of your budget. Do I have anything else? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Basically, Oculus decides they want another Quest and update to the Quest 2. The Quest's controllers, they're really innovative. They have these, like, analog sticks. You know, you got your buttons, and you got all the... This is a good controller, but the tracking... Yeah, I've already talked about the tracking on this. It's not the best. And of course, the technology ain't really affordable. I went and researched all the prices. This is the cheapest price I could find for PSVR on Amazon because I couldn't figure out how to buy it on the official site. The Quest 2 standalone technology, $29.99. That's actually pretty good. But only because I'm pretty sure the Rift S was the same price, but the Quest 2 came out after, and the technology went down in price, and they didn't really make much upgrades. They just decided they wanted a white version. The controllers themselves, they 69. It's the funny number for both. The Cosmos, that's the cheapest Vive headsets. They are extortionately priced. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Fact check me, please. And the Pro 2. Nah. If you tell me you had a Pro Eye, I'd suspect you of capping. And the Vive Tracker 3. Tracker's meant to go all over your body. Those are $129 per tracker. If you want full body tracking, you're going to the thousands. You are going bankrupt. You know, I wouldn't suspect you of cap if you said you had one Pro Eye, but more than one, then I'd start suspecting you cap. This is still... Okay, this is still way too expensive. My handwriting is extremely bad in real life, so never mind in VR. Decent. Let me get rid of that abomination before your guys' eyes die. The 2018 controller, that is very expensive. I wouldn't see anybody buying a replacement another controller unless it was a replacement. So the technology that Vive went for is base stations. Basically, you put some like all over, and it just emits light all over the place, and it. This is very clever, at least in my opinion. Okay. It has the headset has sensors like all around it, and it checks how long it took for a beam of light to hit the sensor, and at what way it hit the sensor. Okay. The original base station was a bit more bland. I'm guessing the decoration is just to tell them apart. Okay, we're at the end of my images now. This original controller, a bit better priced, but still, it doesn't even look that different. Anyway, that's all the images I had. So what is it for the future of VR? Oh yeah, we haven't even talked about the implementation that HTC used. They used Steam VR, which was it's open source, so anyone can make a VR headset. You can make your own, and if you had a decent knowledge of programming, you could probably program it to work with Steam VR. You'd probably have to create your own drivers, and that would be painful. I wouldn't recommend making your own. What else do we have? Oh yeah, the future. Okay. So, the future as VR becomes okay. The main problem with VR, as I showed with all the images of the prices, is that it's expensive, and nobody has a justifiable reason to buy it. I mean, a majority of games for VR are just ports. And you don't really need to play the port. I like how FNAF went the entire opposite direction and just they ported the VR game to non-VR. That's great. Okay, that's okay. I like how if I go any further this way. Okay, my leg is currently hitting my bed. Okay, this is about the middle. So the future. Okay. As it becomes more and more popular, more and more companies will want. It'll basically become the phone thing that started this whole. As soon as I say phone thing, my phone goes off. Give me a minute, phone. Basically, yeah. As the technology becomes more and more, more and more popular, more and more companies will try and cash in on the technology. The price for the technology will go down, and the people who are buying the technology will go up. One of the main reasons I bought my PlayStation was for VR. It's quite funny now that I think about it. Anyway, so as it becomes more expensive, more people will start to buy it, and the prices will go down. And it's probably going to happen in our lifetime. Yeah. The most popular game I can think of, we have played on the channel and on... Well, I don't think I've played it on the Twitch. It's Beat Saber. You know, the one where I'm like, boom, 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 boom. I absolutely hate the campaign for that game. Anyway, so as the technology becomes less and less expensive, more people will be able to buy it and justify buying it, and it will become more and more popular, and it'll just become a vicious cycle. I'm just gonna get rid of that. I meant to do that, by the way. And it will become less expensive, and people will start buying it. I've already said that. And it will be amazing. And I'm going to end the stream because my face is starting to get sweaty. Let me... Thank you for checking this out, and I wish to see you guys next time when I actually upload something.